The atmosphere was electric. The underground arena, dimly lit by flickering lights and surrounded by a roaring crowd, stood witness to a clash of titans. Two warriors, separated by generations but bound by their ruthless pursuit of dominance, prepared to face off in the ultimate battle. On one side stood Beyond the Lookout Yeung, the legendary martial arts powerhouse with an imposing physique and an aura of brute strength. Opposing him was Yuri Boyka, the self-proclaimed most complete fighter in the world, a man whose relentless determination and lethal skills had made him a feared name in underground fighting circles. This was more than just a fight. It was a war between two philosophies of combat: raw power versus relentless precision. Bolo Yeung, a name synonymous with intimidation, was built like a human wrecking ball. His towering physique, honed through years of brutal training in bodybuilding and martial arts, made him an unstoppable force. His power-packed strikes could shatter bones, and his iron grip was like a vice. Bolo's experience in traditional martial arts and his background in bodybuilding gave him an advantage in sheer strength, making him a nightmare in close-range combat. But with all that raw power came weaknesses. Bolo was never known for his agility. His movements, though devastating, were slower compared to fighters who relied on speed and precision. His endurance was another factor. While he could deliver punishing blows, prolonged fights often left him winded. Against a faster opponent, his massive build could turn into a disadvantage. Yuri Boyka, on the other hand, was the epitome of efficiency and discipline. With a unique blend of Sambo, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and Taekwondo, Boyka was a machine of destruction. His ability to chain together lightning-fast strikes, high-flying kicks, and devastating grappling techniques made him unpredictable. Unlike Bolo, Boyka didn't rely on brute force. Instead, he used a combination of speed, technique, and relentless endurance to break his opponents down piece by piece. However, Boyka's biggest flaw was his arrogance. His confidence in his own abilities sometimes led him to take unnecessary risks, exposing him to counterattacks. Moreover, despite his extraordinary skill set, he had faced injuries in the past that could be exploited. Against someone as strong as Bolo, a single mistake could spell disaster. As the bell rang, both warriors charged at each other. Bolo, true to his nature, threw a thunderous punch that could have ended the fight right there. But Boyka was prepared. With feline agility, he ducked under the massive swing and countered with a spinning back kick that slammed into Bolo's ribs. The crowd erupted as the beast staggered back, momentarily stunned. Realizing that he couldn't match Boyka in speed, Bolo adjusted his strategy. He absorbed the smaller strikes, waiting for the perfect moment to trap Boyka in his iron grip. When Boyka attempted a flying knee, Bolo caught him mid-air and slammed him onto the ground with earth-shaking force. The Russian warrior gasped for air, pain shooting through his body, but his spirit was unbroken. Using his superior ground skills, Boyka locked Bolo in a leg triangle, squeezing with all his might. Bolo roared like a beast, using his raw strength to lift Boyka off the ground and slam him down again, breaking free from the hold. Blood trickled from the corner of Boyka's mouth. The fight was turning into a brutal war of attrition. Bolo, now enraged, pressed forward like a raging bull. He unleashed a flurry of blows, each one capable of breaking ribs. Boyka, though fatigued, relied on his endurance and footwork to evade the attacks. Then, he saw an opening, a split second where Bolo's guard dropped after a heavy punch. Seizing the moment, Boyka delivered a crushing spinning wheel kick that landed flush on Bolo's temple. The impact was thunderous. Bolo's massive frame wobbled before crashing to the ground. The crowd held its breath as the beast struggled to rise, but his body refused. The fight was over. Yuri Boyka emerged victorious, not just because of his speed and agility, but because of his ability to adapt. Bolo Yeung was a juggernaut, a true powerhouse of martial arts, but in the end, brute force alone wasn't enough. Boyka's precision, endurance, and strategic approach allowed him to dismantle the legendary strongman. As the referee raised Boyka's hand in victory, he looked down at Bolo, acknowledging the warrior spirit of the fallen legend. It was a fight for the ages, a clash that proved that while power is formidable, skill and strategy will always have the final say.